Good morning, Wednesday, September 24th. You and I are back in our offices again. Wow. This is like a big thing. Today we're talking about dealers being frustrated with Amazon, go figure, Rivian getting into the pre-owned business, and Kirkland Towers. Yes, that Kirkland. Yes, that Kirkland.
Yes, that Kirkland.
That one. Wow. That one got me excited.
Kind of wild. Paul, I think this is the third time in 5 weeks that you and I have both been in our offices with our setups to run this show.
So good. I mean, it feels good to wake up your own bed. It feels good to have your own coffee. It feels, I will say though.
That right there.
You know what? I was kind of disappointed that you weren't with me at the Vincue Unleashed event because the coffee that came out of like the catered coffee urns was amazing.
Really?
Somebody mentioned it. They were like, this coffee's really good. I was like, yeah, we'll see. Okay, Mr. Dealer.
That's awesome.
And I was like, this coffee is amazing.
There's a couple good spots in KC, so I wonder if they sourced it from one of those local spots.
They probably did. They had it this new like plaza called the Cascade Hotel. It's right next to this thing they call the Plaza, which is a replica or like built to be a replica of this place in Spain. Yeah. And literally you look out the window and you think it looks like Spain, like the towers, the architecture, the shingles. It was amazing. Really cool. And so the venue was dialed in. Just thanks to the team at Vincue for inviting us out, being so kind to us, talking about more than cars.
So cool.
Just good friends and partners there. And they just have a group of people together, their team and the dealers that were there who really do have the more than cars mindset. So
they really do. Yeah.
That sucker's growing.
Comes from that.
It's growing and it's doing good. What else is going on? Oh man, today, 2:00, we are going to have some fun. Today's the webinar day, everybody. 20-30 minute quick chat webinar. Come hang out with Kyle and I, 2 p.m. Eastern, so everybody can be a part of it. It's not too early for anybody. How unresolved complaints turn into compliance nightmares with our friends at DealerResolve. Everyone's got complaints. Everyone has had complaints. Everyone has had complaints that turned into nightmares. Yep. I feel like this is like the broadest category we've ever had. And you know that you and I are going to ask them about some of the doozies they've heard of.
We're going to get through it. Yeah. I'm excited to get some storytelling going on for sure.
Yeah. And if you're there, you can tell your story in the chat or tell some, not me, but another dealer I know had this situation.
Yeah, right.
Asking for a friend.
Someone on,
Can you
saw on
believe
Reddit one time. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you believe they did that? Oh man. What else
Let's get into it. Let's get into
it. There's things going on, but there's a lot going on. The Automotive Congress is going on, so there's a lot of good stuff coming out of that. Yeah, this is one of the stories or one of the results of one of the panels. Hyundai's ambitious plans to sell vehicles through Amazon. The kind of testing dealers' patience as the initiative is still in pilot phase after being announced over a year ago. During this Automotive News Congress panel, some industry leaders were talking about their concerns. One of those was NADA CEO Mike Stanton. You know him, we love him. He noted the frustration, calling the platform, this is direct, quote, it's just another digital retail tool.
Got him.
Not a real good one either right now. Rather than a top-tier solution that you would expect and all the promises that came out. Basically, NADA is actually working hard with Hyundai and Amazon lawyers to make sure the partnership does comply with state and franchise laws, protecting the dealer network. As Amazon's goal for a seamless customer experience is... This is a surprise to no one on this show. Right. It's a little more complex than anticipated, especially when it comes to financing from multiple sources and trades. Ignamar from McKinsey, she said, I don't know if it's a she or he. I didn't just assume that. I don't know. Warned of risks, cautioning dealers about potential loss of customer data. Another layer to this conversation, which Amazon could leverage for marketing other products like parts and things like that the dealers respond on. One dealer, Eddie Hall III of Hall Automotive, acknowledged that Amazon could become an additional sales channel, but he emphasized that, we love this, the in-person dealership visits remain crucial. Stanton kind of said he questioned whether or not, this is great. He was like, our customers going to make significant purchases like a car on Amazon. He said, I don't think I'm ever going to go over and buy a car after I buy my toothpaste.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the thing about Amazon is they make shopping easy, right? And if they can figure out how to do that with dealers and with technology partners, I can tell you from some of my conversations with a couple of the people, the team over at Amazon, like it's a known thing that this is still difficult, right? That there are still like, ghosts in the closet of what it takes to put a car deal together that they're figuring out on their side too, right? This is why so much of like e-com, so many technology partners have struggled to come into auto, because there is like, it becomes difficult. So, no surprise here. I still think there will be a subset of consumers that will love to shop on Amazon. And if that's a channel that they're able to shop on, then we as dealers, I think, should figure out the best way to do that for consumers and for the dealer.
And I think, it's a shopping platform. Is it a buying platform? I don't know. It doesn't have to be in order for it to be a good shopping platform, because all the behaviors show that anyway, right? Is it a good experience to browse, pick options? Absolutely. Yep. So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, they'll get there. It seems like there's a lot of attention on this, so I think they will get there. Yep. But they ain't there yet. Ain't there yet. There's no segue here. Let's talk about another industry disruptor or new entrant. Rivian has decided to dive into the pre-owned vehicle market now with its R1T pickup and R1S crossover, looking to create a new revenue stream as new vehicle deliveries are slowing in the US. It's a step, right? It reminds you of what Tesla did. Sales of the R1 vehicles have stalled, with registrations dropping 1/3% in July. Pre-owned EVs are attractive due to significant depreciation on new models, making them a quote bargain. So Rivian still losing money, posted a net loss of 1.5 billion in Q2, but expects increased demand for used EVs to help solve that. Analyst Ivan Drury of Edmunds praised the program, saying it builds consumer confidence and is almost mandatory for brand legitimacy. Here's a continued quote from him. Says there's an entire segment of buyers who see no value in purchasing new cars because depreciation is always bad, let alone on an EV, and a properly implemented certified pre-owned program benefits everybody except your competition. Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, the truth in needing to sell pre-owned vehicles yourself is multifaceted. Tesla's obviously seen when you can own the pre-owned market at some level as well. You win. You offer price points to consumers that may not be able to afford the new vehicle, so you're getting a buyer. And then, early in the teens, we saw so many OEMs put so much effort behind certified pre-owned programs, because it was a stepping stone for so many people into brand loyalty because of high warranty, the warranty on these certified pre-owned vehicles, and the opportunity to go from less expensive to more expensive certified pre-owned to new. And then, when you look at like just the margins and the ability to control profitability for Rivian that is seeing a ton of net loss in the company, it's a great opportunity to find those margins. So they're just figuring out what every good franchise dealer knows, which is used cars is where the money's at.
Yeah, that's right. Have you driven a Rivian yet?
Haven't driven a Rivian. I want to.
I really do.
They seem real nice.
They're just got cool vibes going.
Yep.
Yeah, every time I see one now, I'm like,
every time I see a Rivian, I'm like, okay.
I need to like see what the deal
have
is.
it going on. I know.
Speaking of have it going on, going up.
Your dollar hot dogs are not quite as expensive as maybe this little high rise, $1.50. But Costco has officially started construction on its first ever mixed use development in South Los Angeles, combining a warehouse. So the Costco warehouse with 800 residential units above it. The project aims to tackle LA's housing crisis while providing essential retail services. It's located in Baldwin Village and is going to feature typical services like any Costco, optical care, pharmacy, grocery delivery, and will create 400 jobs. 23% of the units in the housing development are designated for low-income households. The developer Thrive Living is using a modular design to keep housing costs low, with amenities such as urban gardens, secure parking, and that fancy rooftop pool. Opinions, though, if you look across the old internet, naturally are a bit mixed on the concept. Oh, really? Some are obviously praising convenience, while others are worried about parking and noise issues. My little bit of context here is
like noise issue for the residents.
I guess so, but I don't think of Costco as a super noisy place.
I don't at all.
Well,
I feel
okay,
like a
so
Walmart would be noisier than a Costco.
without a doubt. This
All
is
day.
interesting. This makes total sense to me. Like these big box warehouse retailers are just taking on something that already in cities is very normal, right? In Nashville, you've got a Whole Foods, a Kroger, like multiple different types of grocery store or retail establishments sitting at the base of
these developments,
residential units, because it just makes sense for that type of community to have direct access to that. And when you think about like land area with no vertical opportunities for growth, a Costco in an urban setting would take up way too much, square footage to not have building on top of it. So
I feel like there's,
smart.
I was thinking about this from a few angles. One is kind of like the Costco brand angle. The other is the dealer angle. So from a Costco brand angle, I feel like there's opportunity to actually, because Costco has fans. Like, let's just be honest. The brand actually has leverage and pull in pop culture, and just having like some of these units, like you can buy like the Costco outfitted unit, right? For like a certain price point, and you got the furniture and you got the housewares and you have the things. You can even get your pool swimmies right there. I feel like there's a thing there. But when I first saw this story, I was thinking about we have so many dealers who are developers also, right?
Yes.
They put up these big stores, they buy these big tracts of land in good areas. And I'm wondering, like, if there's a dealer who's going to like partner with a developer and develop something cool around the store.
Yes.
Because dealerships just have like cool vibes.
I just
like
do not know why.
And the movements and the coffee shop.
Yeah, like why an entire development isn't like rooted with a dealership in the middle, right? Like
you'd own it. You'd own that. I mean, this Costco, how many units? 800. That's a pretty great, I don't know, Patrick Abad, Beaver Toyota.
I mean, service, right? Like you don't have to go anywhere for service. You just go up to the garage and that's your pickup and delivery right there.
And then you can also own some other stuff, right? Like if you wanted to do the coffee shop or like the Ford's Garage restaurant or breakfast spot, like I want somebody to do this so bad. I want to be a part of it too. If you hear this or see this and start to do it, please call us. We would love to be some kind of part of this.
I have drawings in my closet about this.
He has coffee. He has pour over mix ratios ready for you.
Ready. Done.
I actually was sitting with a dealer, Rudy, who is the director of Toyota of Berkeley, California, and they have a single point that is spread across 3 locations. It's the weirdest thing.
Wow.
One of those locations is a coffee shop.
Let's go.
Full-on coffee shop with like the things I was thinking of you then too. But either way, all right. Hope you gave me something to think about today. Listen, go to ASOTU.com. Register for today's webinar. If you can't join us live, you can get the recording, but please join us live. Ask us all the hard questions. We're going to tell some good stories.